Hi, this is Israel Meyer. Here are the instructions for assembling the Nutcracker and adding the finishing touches. Because the Nutcracker is very large and heavy, it is important to make it stable so that it won't tip over. I also found it important to be able to disassemble it so that it is easier to transport. You will find a detailed list of materials and dimensions in the 70-page book that is available on the Animaplates website. To assemble the Nutcracker, I started at the bottom and I worked my way up. Let's start by building the base. You will need 2 square pieces of plywood, one a bit bigger than the other. Attach the smaller piece in the center of the larger piece using wood glue or screws. With a saw, cut 4 pieces of molding at a 45-degree angle. Glue or nail the moldings in place around the smaller board. Then, paint the base in a color of your choice. I chose to paint it gray because I find that a neutral color. When the paint is dry, turn the base upside down and attach slider pads at the 4 corners of the base. The pads will make it easier to move the Nutcracker on certain surfaces. Now, attach the legs to the base. Instructions and materials for this step are described in detail in the book. Place the 2 shoes at the front of the legs. When you are satisfied with their position, put glue on the soles and glue the shoes in place. Put a line of white glue between the shoe and the leg. The white glue will become transparent when it dries. If you want, you can also add trim in a color that matches the shoes all around the edge of the shoes. This is optional. Now, let's attach the arms to the torso. For each arm, drill 2 holes in the torso at the place where you want to attach the arm. On the pictures, the torso and the arms are black because these pictures belong to another Nutcracker, but the same explanations apply. Hold each arm in turn against the torso in the position you want it to be when it is attached to the torso. You may need someone to help you with this step. Proceed the same way for the other arm. You will have to align the top and bottom of the arm with the top and bottom of the torso, and you should also watch the orientation of the hand. With the arms held in the right position, mark the spots where you are going to drill holes in the arm by pointing a pencil through the holes that you made in the torso earlier. Do the same for the other arm. Now, drill the holes in the arms. To attach the arms to the torso, take a bolt and stick your hand in the arm of the Nutcracker. Insert the bolt through the holes into the torso. Then, attach a nut on the bolt inside the torso. Repeat for the other 3 anchor points. Cut out 2 14-ply cardboard circles of the same diameter as the arms. Paint them in the right color and glue them in place on top of the arms. Next, attach the torso to the legs using the technique and materials described in detail in the book. And finally, put the head on the torso. To finish, you can add details like golden trim around the wrist, on top of the arms, and along the sides of the legs. Your Nutcracker is now ready to stand beside your Christmas tree or at your front door to greet visitors during the holidays. I am looking forward to seeing pictures of your Nutcrackers. Share your pictures on the Animaplates website so we can add them to the pictures that are already on our Nutcracker map of the world. See you soon!